Hello, welcome back to Man-Child Motorsports. This is Papa Pugsley here. This is going to be episode 1 of the Man-Child Motorsports Garage Wars. So this will be a team-based event. So each team will have 2 drivers and it'll accumulate points over the different episodes. So here we are starting. We're starting off with 6 teams in the inaugural Garage Wars here. We have Man-Child Motorsports, Puffs Racing, J&J Racing, Nickel Racing, Shady Valley Racing, and then Scalfaro Racing. So each team has 2 drivers. We have Papa Pugsley, Matt McDriver, Puff, Twinkie Jake, Baby Monster, Juicy J, Scotty 1, Scotty 2, Mrs. Triz, Lily Triz, Little Bruce, and AJ. They will all be competing for points. You can see down below, win a race will equal 2 points, finish a race will be 1 point, DNF will be 0 points, double DNF will be a restart. The fastest lap of the night will get 2 extra points. This season will be 10 episodes long. Let's go ahead and go through our driver introductions and the cars they'll be driving. So first up we have AJ driving for Scalfaro Racing. He'll be driving a Honda Prelude weighing in at 53.7 grams. His teammate is Lil Bruce, again driving for Scalfaro Racing. He has a Ford Mustang Mach 1 weighing in at 56.2 grams. Our next team is J&J Racing. We have Baby Monster driving a Porsche 959 weighing in at 53.2 grams. His teammate is no other than Juicy J from J&J Racing. He'll be driving a BMW M3 that weighs in at 57.3 grams. Now we have Shady Valley Racing Team. Their first driver is Lily Triz, driving an Acura NSX, weighing in at 37.9 grams. Her teammate's going to be Mrs. Triz, driving a Subaru WRX STI that weighs in at 55.2 grams. The next team is Nickel Racing. We have Scotty, number 1, driving a 70 Dodge Charger that weighs in at 46.2 grams. Then we have Scotty, number 2, also driving for Nickel Racing, driving a Subaru WRX STI weighing in at 43.7 grams. Now driving for Puffs Racing, we have Twinkie Jake. He'll be driving a Nissan Z Proto that weighs in at 87.6 grams. Next for Puffs Racing is Puff, driving a Nissan R390 GT1 that weighs in at 75.9 grams. And finally we have Man-Child Motorsports. We have Papa Pugsley driving a Camaro Z28 that weighs in at 78.1 grams. And his partner is going to be Matt McDriver driving a Toyota Supra that weighs in at 74.5 grams. For those of you that are new to the channel, here's a layout of the track. Coming down the starting lane is 2-lane, coming through the first turn, then into the second turn that goes around the campers. You got a little camping lodge there. Then coming down another straightaway here. Then we're going to do a full 360 around our food truck area. And it's going to come down around Cliff Corner, coming down the back straightaway into the final corner. Got a little lake and some fishers there. Coming down the final straightaway into the finish line. Behind the finish line we have our builder's wall. Feel free to send in stickers and get added to the wall there. So this will be the track the Garage Wars will be happening on. Okay, we have a 12-car bracket. So these are the matchups for episode 1, the first round. We got Papa Pugsley going up against Mrs. Triz. We have Little Bruce going up against Twinkie Jake. Lily Triz going up against Scotty 1. Scotty 2 going up against Matt McDriver. Puff will be going against Baby Monster. Juicy J will be going against AJ. As you can see, when we get down to the 3rd round, we were down to just 3 cars, so to make it a good round, we are going to have a random draw comeback slot. So all the losers up to this point will go into a drawing and will be randomly selected to come back into the 3rd round. Today's starting grid was picked randomly, trying not to team up any teammates against each other in the first round. If teammates face each other from here on out, that is fine. Every episode from here on out will also, the starting round, round 1, will be a random drawing. From here on out, if teammates face teammates, that is what it is. That's how we'll run it out. So let's get into the first race. The first race, Papa Pugsley will be starting on the inside. Mrs. Triz is going to be starting on the outside. Well, that's the race. Coming down, Papa Pugsley's off to an early lead. Coming down, he gets hung up there. Mrs. Triz is right on him coming down. And Papa Pugsley's going to be in for the win. So I had a 5.167. So with that, Papa Pugsley got 2 points. Mrs. Triz got 1 point. And as you can see, the first to win 2 races is the one that moves on. Lap 2, Mrs. Triz is on the inside. Papa Pugsley's on the outside. Let's race. Mrs. Triz starts off with an early lead coming around the campers. Went around. Papa Pugsley's trying to make a pass, can't get around, and it's going to be Mrs. Triz in for the win with a 4.9207. With Miss Triz taking that one, she gets 2 points. Papa Pugsley gets 1 for finishing. And because Mrs. Triz's time was faster with a 4.9207, she'll get the inside lane for the last race. Alright, Mrs. Triz is on the inside, Papa Pugsley's on the outside. Let's race. Mrs. Triz gets an early lead coming around the corner. Pretty even coming through the campers, starting to pull away down the back, and looks like Mrs. Triz is going to come in for the win at a 4.7468. We'll have to check that up against the leaderboard. Okay, Mrs. Triz wins that one with 2 points. Papa Pugsley got 1, so that's 2 wins for Mrs. Triz. We're going to leaderboard. Mrs. Triz will have 5 points. Papa Pugsley will have 1. Now let's look at that time. So it looks like you got to beat a 4.8740, so the 4.4768 does not quite make it. Looks like King Triz, again from Shady Valley Racing Team, is holding her out. Okay, for our next race, we have Little Bruce on the inside. Tweaky Jake is going to be on the outside lane. Let's race. Okay, looks like Little Bruce is going to be off to a little bit of a lead. Tweaky Jake coming up right behind them. Little Bruce loses it in the back straightaway, and Tweaky Jake is in for the win with a 5.1776. Okay, Tweaky Jake got 2 points. Little Bruce had 0 because he didn't finish. Let's go to the next lap. Okay, this time Tweaky Jake is on the inside lane. Little Bruce is on the outside. Let's race. Coming down, Tweaky Jake's in the lead, coming around the campers. They're staying right by each other. Coming down. Oh, looks like Tweaky Jake is over. Can't quite make it past the finish line. Where did Little Bruce end up? There's Little Bruce. So it's a double DNF. Let's rack them. Okay, we have them all set up again. Tweaky Jake on the inside lane. Little Bruce is going to be in the outside lane. Let's race. Twinkie Jake go off to a small lead going around the campers there. Little Bruce is right behind him trying to catch up. Not going to be able to do it. Looks like he's over again, and Twinkie Jake is in for the win. 4.6550. Alright, and with that, Twinkie Jake had 2. Little Bruce has none because he didn't finish again, so that's a total score of 0 for Little Bruce. He wasn't able to finish at all. And then Twinkie Jake ends up with 4. Let's check that leaderboard for that time. Okay, with that time, looks like he's going to be the new number 2, which is going to actually knock King Triz off the list. Okay, for our next race, we have Lily Triz in the inside lane, put up against Scotty, number 1, in the outside lane. Okay, looks like Lily is off to the lead here. Looks like Scotty flipped over in the back, and Lily's in for the win, 4.8542. Okay, so Lily Triz gets the win. She got 2 points. Scotty wasn't able to complete it, so we got 0 there. Let's go to the next lap. Okay, this time Scotty's on the inside. Lily Triz is on the outside. Let's race. Coming down, looks like Lily Triz has got a little bit of lead coming around the campers. Keeping the lead around the food trucks. Coming down the back. Oh, she flipped over in the back straightaway. And looks like Lily Triz was able to make it through this finish line at 6.1215. And that's 2 wins for Lily Triz. They'll give her a total of 4. Scotty wasn't able to finish, so he'll end up with 0. Okay, for our next race, we're going to have Scotty, number 2, on the inside lane. Matt McDriver is going to be in the outside lane. Let's race. So it looks like Scotty's going to take a little lead coming around the campers. Oop, looks like Matt McDriver had a problem by the campers. It's going to be Scotty all on his own, and he's in for the win for 5.1329. Let's see where Matt McDriver ended up. Looks like he's up there by the campers. Scotty got 2 points for the win. Matt McDriver sitting with 0. He wasn't able to finish. Alright, now we got Matt McDriver's on the inside lane. Scotty's going to be in the outside lane. Let's race. Matt McDriver's off to an early lead coming around the campers. Flips around backwards coming around the food trucks. Oh, comes back in. He's going to finish in reverse with a 5.5231. Okay, with that win, Matt McDriver gets 2. Scotty gets 1. Let's go to the last lap. Okay, Scotty had the faster lap, so he's on the inside. Matt McDriver's on the outside. Let's race. Coming down pretty even, coming around the campers. Still even, coming around the food trucks. Could be a close race. Looks like Scotty's starting to pull ahead a little bit, and he's in for the win for 5.2200. And with that win, Scotty's going moving on to the next round. He had a total of 5 points for this. Matt McDriver had a total of 3. Let's go to the next race. Okay, for our next race, we have Puff starting on the inside lane. We have Baby Monster on the outside lane. Let's race. Coming down, Puff's going to take the lead, pulling away quite a bit, coming around the campers, heavy lead down the straightaway, and he's in for the win, 4.9588. Let's see what happened to Baby Monster. See if he's up here by the campers. Yep, there he is, right by the campers. Okay, Puff has 2 with the win. Baby Monster has 0. Wasn't able to finish that first lap. So Baby Monster will be starting on the inside. Puff will be on the outside. Let's race. Coming down, staying pretty even. Looks like Puff's pulling out again, coming around the campers. Coming around down there. Puff's up to a big lead. Coming in for the finish. 4.8324. What happened to Baby Monster? It didn't finish. Oh, almost there. Lost in the last corner. So Puff got 2 points for that win. Baby Monster wasn't able to finish, so it's a 0. So that leaves Puff with a total of 4. Baby Monster 0. Let's go into the last race of the first round. Okay, we got Juicy J on the inside. We got AJ on the outside. Let's race. And down, looks like Juicy J is going to take a lead coming around the campers. Like AJ's trying to close the gap, not doing too good, and Juicy J's coming around the corner, is in for the win, 5.2087. So Juicy J will get 2 points off that win. AJ will have 1 for finishing. Okay, this time AJ will be on the inside. Juicy J's going to be on the outside. Let's race. Coming down, they're staying pretty even. Looks like AJ's got a little bit of a lead coming around food trucks, opening up the lead a little bit more, and AJ's going to come in for the win. There's Juicy J, 4.8208. Okay, that race ties it up. AJ got 2 for that. Juicy J got 1. Okay, AJ had the faster time, so he's in the inside lane. Juicy J's in the outside lane. Alright, looks like they're staying even around the first corner. AJ's opening up the gap a little bit on Juicy J, coming down the back straightaway, keeping that gap, and comes in for the win. So 5.0755. And with that win, looks like AJ's going to move on to the next round. We have total points of AJ had 5, Juicy J had 4. Let's go ahead and see what the leaderboard looks like after the first round. So after round 1, this is what the points look like. So obviously episode 1 and the overall, it's going to be the same because this is the first week. But there's quite a wide range of scores here, so this is where we ended up with going into the second round. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket for the second round. Okay, so round 2 through the finals will be in the next video. So what the next round will have, Mrs. Triz will go up against Tweaky Jake, Little Triz up against Scotty 2, Puff will be going up against AJ. So we'll be finishing off this, and the next one, I don't want to make this videos too long, so make sure you stay tuned for the next one. We also have some special announcements coming up. So we have 2 mail-in races currently taking applications right now. So we have one sponsored by Merch by Meekin, which is our Mustang Mayhem. So to enter this, you go to the Merch by Meekin Facebook page and you can enter there. The other one is the Subaru Scramble. This is on Redline Derby. You can go ahead and sign up there. So these are both going to be mail-in races that are coming up. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you in the next video.